Graveward, the Vault Guardian of the Jacob's Vault, and one heck of a decent boss to farm. And I have been farming this boss a lot.
Go and check my mail over there.
You been lifting weights?
No. No, I don't think no.
Hi everybody, I'm Blex, and today I'm bringing you a guide on how to efficiently farm Graveward. I've broken down the different guns, the locations, and everything you need to know to quickly and efficiently kill this boss. This boss can be found in Eden 6, the home of the Jacobs family, and its fast travel point is the floating tomb. This boss is very easy to access, and saving and quitting puts you right outside the boss location, so you can quickly reset and farm this boss. This boss also has a loot room at the end of the kill, but I would not recommend going back there and farming those chests, as the efficiency of getting legendaries from them and the amount of time it takes to walk over there is simply not worth it in my opinion. Now before we go any further, please take Stephen A's advice. And remember to like and subscribe for more content. So Graveward. Even on Mayhem 3, True Vault Hunter mode, you'll be saying to yourself,
that was easy.
So how does this boss work in general? Well, there's a few main phases. One where he has his chest wide open, you can hit his crit spot in the middle. Another where his head crashes down on the platform and you can hit another crit spot in his head. And in a third phase, where his fist slams down into the platform and you can do massive damage to a crit spot in his hand. There are also transition phases between each of these, but in reality, you're probably not going to be getting past the first phase after you watch this video. And the reason for that is I've tested a bunch of different guns fighting the Graveward, and I have a tier list of the best guns to use to quickly take down this boss. So as we jump into that, let's establish a few things. This boss is positioned pretty far away from the platform, so guns like the Foursome and Flacker are basically unusable. Plus, the Flacker got a nerf recently, which makes it even worse. The next tier up of guns are guns that just really aren't going to cut it, but if you're in a tough spot, they might do. And those include the Carrier, the Roizen's Thorns, the Westergun, Sprinkler, Infinity Pistol, Unforgiven. Anything else of a similar nature of these guns simply does not have the DPS take down this boss efficiently. Next tier up are guns that I would consider to be just okay. And those include the post-nerf Crossroads, the post-nerf Cutsman, the Dictator, the Engulfing Phaser, the Lineage, and the Butcher. Butcher is also post-nerf as well. Some of these guns would have been a tier up, but since the nerf, they've dropped down a tier in my list. Now going up to what I call the good, better, but not best tier are two guns, and that's the Rowan's Call and Auditing Conference Call. Or any of the conference calls, I should say. The conference call recently got a buff, which makes it even better, and it does some really strong damage against a large boss like this. Now the Rowan's Call is going to always be effective in most situations just due to its nature, and that leads us into our god tier gun, and that is the King's Call. Now this gun has been featured as one of the best guns for Graveward since day one, and it got nerfed, and it's still god tier in my books. As you can see from the clips, I can melt the boss with this gun. I simply cannot recommend using any other gun to farm this boss. It's that much better and that much more efficient than any other gun. The King's Call can consistently kill this boss in phase 1, barring some extreme, insane modifiers from Mayhem. If you haven't gotten a King's Call yet, I highly recommend you start there for farming. It can be found dropped from God Queen Tyreen, and you need to pick one of these up if you plan on farming the Graveward. Thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for more content. I'll be releasing a loot pool discussion video on the Graveward next, so stay tuned and subscribe for more content. Thank you.